What's up,
What
OG,
it do?
triple OG,
It's
OG,
your man.
triple, triple.
Y'all already know what it
OG.
is. Today, y'all can see on the screen, we got some Corey Holcomb. And he got a guest today, the lead eternity. Now, I've heard of this guy. I don't think I've watched any of his videos yet, but I am going to check him out later or whatnot. Without further ado, let's get to the video.
Oh, are you going to find a lawyer that is not finna rob your ass? Is that possible, my brother?
I mean, it's like trying to find a good girl. You know, it is
You
possible,
can't
but
do it. No, I'm fucking with you.
it's tough. You know, attorneys, just like you said, we're people. We're regular folks. We got our mortgages. We got our own bills. So we're trying to make a living. And a lot of times lawyers will absolutely stack you up. That's in fact what happened to your boy Tyrese.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to Tyrese in his court hearing. He pulled me out to the side. He was telling me, he was saying, number one, he didn't even understand why she wanted to get a divorce from him. He was really hurt about that. Mm-hmm. But she was unloading barrels on him. She hired an attorney. That attorney was charging $500-$600 an hour.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Then she went and hired another attorney while still having the first attorney. And so he was charging $500 an hour. Then, while she had those two attorneys, she went and tried to hire another attorney. Now, all the time, Tyrese was having to pay for his attorney and all these other attorneys at the same time.
Right, that's what I'm saying. All you guys who
They
don't
were running
know,
up the bill.
this is what they can do once the war begins. And the war is inevitable because we do not know how to pick quality whores.
Hell no! Looks like they're saying, can y'all hear me? It looks like they're saying my mic. Is my mic on?
I can't hear.
Mic is on. Some people just got bootleg cable they watching it off of. But anyway.
And can I ask this real quick while you just spoke on that? Is it typical that the person with the most money ends up having to pay both sides? Where do they choose that? Like when they say, like, let's just say in that instance, right?
Yeah.
She probably definitely doesn't have as much money or make as much money as he does. When they go ahead and they decide who's liable to pay those other fees, how do they come down to that? Because most of the time I've read about these stories about these couples, and it ends up being the person that's and yet they're not even the one who filed. So
Right.
how does that even?
That's what I was saying, D. Nothing's regulated.
See, yeah, how does that even
Yeah.
occur? Like, is that?
Well, the theory is that each party, there should be a level playing field in a divorce.
Should be.
If a guy makes $1 million and can afford the best attorney and the wife is a stay-at-home mom, it shouldn't be that he gets the best attorney and she has no attorney.
True.
Right?
However.
So you have to level the playing field. So what the judges will do, they will make the husband pay for the wife's attorney, the same attorney that's trying to fuck the husband.
Hey, she must be getting him some
And,
pussy.
you know, theoretically, it also makes sense too, because you guys have to remember, when you marry these women, if you are making $1 million a year, you are not making $1 million a year. You're only making $500,000 a year, because that other $500,000 is her money. So the judge is
When
like,
you marry her.
exactly, right? Because it's half and half.
Wow.
So the judge is saying, listen,
Well
you're
put.
bringing home $1 million a year, but half of that is her money. So I'm making you pay for her attorney, but really I'm just allowing her access to her money that you are earning every day.
Do you hear that?
It's
you
deep.
stupid in love fucks. You will be destroyed. You cannot allow your heart. I'm telling you, this is a former fool talking to you. You cannot allow your heart to lead anything that has to do with your financial future. You have to find a way to get her to sign some shit that basically say you leave what you came with.
But
But
nowadays,
my girl
even-
love me. She would never do no shit like that to me, Corey. That's just you, because you treat women bad. I don't treat women like you treat women, so there's no way it ever happened to me.
well,
I don't think the lead attorney treats women like I treat women, however I treat women. But I'm saying, you were
The
married
laws-
once, right, brother?
Yes, I was married for 10 years. Now, usually, the woman will divorce the man. I think 70% of the time these women are filing for divorces. And there are a lot of reasons for that. A lot of times guys, our standards are lower. And we can be happy with a lot less. A guy will be satisfied in a mediocre marriage, you know, not really trying to optimize it. Whereas women, they're always looking for the next best thing.
Right.
But in my case, I had to divorce that lady. I had to move on. She's a nice lady, but
Now, what state did that happen in? Was that what was the
That was in
cutoff
Georgia.
time where it was like, if you don't get divorced, I'm just
no,
curious.
see, that's the thing too. Y'all are out here in California.
I was
Man.
gonna
This
say-
is the worst state in the nation.
Well, now each state has their own type of. Now, is it in Texas where no matter what, it's always 50-50 when they get divorced?
There are two types of states. It's community property states and equitable division states. So really, community property is just like you said, 50-50. That's how it's going to be. Equitable division, the judge sits back and is like, well, let me try to decide what's fair.
And this is an equitable division state, right?
No, this is a fuck you in the ass state.
Is it? I thought Texas had
This
for some reason.
this state is the first one you said, right?
New York is bad too.
No, California. Well, New York is pretty bad too.
Really
New York,
bad, especially on the child
The
support.
child support, you have to pay until the kid's 21 in New York.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
If they stay in school till they're like 24.
Yeah,
Well, this is what I said to the lead attorney earlier. The only motherfucker I know who really took the initiative to do what I feel like a lot of men should do, because we heard these rappers say, I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. Puffy handled his business. I'm just saying, Puffy ain't got these problems the rest of us moral guys got.
OJ set the tone, though, man. Give him his props.
Wow. Okay.
OJ set the tone.
But he was already
already-
paying. He just used to obviously
just-
go over there.
Oh,
He just didn't like somebody else using his stuff.
right.
Do you know about
Marcus
that?
Allen, you mean?
I followed the trial.
Wow, Marcus Allen.
Marcus Allen was smacking his girl. That's
But
what he
just
was
so
mad
you
about.
know, though, Corey, that's funny you said that line because you know who originally wrote that line and where Jay-Z got it from. So.
Where? Who?
You don't know?
No.
Ice-T.
Ice-T.
Ice-T wrote it?
Yes, 99 problems and a bitch ain't
He
one.
did. I got a question.
Okay.
Just
I
so
hear a
you
lot
know.
of people talking about a trust. Like, if you get bread, put your money in the trust. Bitch can't get to it there.
Yeah, a lot of people try to do the trust route, and that's really not the best way to go. The best way to go is a prenup. That's the thing. A lot of people think prenups get thrown out all the time, and it's just not true.
True, that's right. They're
It's
getting
just not
challenged more
true.
often, right?
Exactly. But one thing is getting challenged, and another thing is actually winning it. I
but
have
the money to
drafted
challenge-
numerous prenups. I've contested numerous prenups. Prenups hold up. Now, you got to do them right. There's about 4 things that you need to do to make sure that your prenup is going to stand up. But it is the best protection that a man could have when dealing with a woman. The absolute best protection. Really, men should not be scared of marriage. What really men should be scared of is kids. Because you cannot have a prenup for these kids. Now, if you don't have a prenup for your marriage, I mean, you can get fucked in the ass. I mean, so many men have taken their lives if we're really going to be honest about it. It can be the most devastating thing that can ever happen to a
Kill
man.
me, I'm here.
Losing everything he worked for.
Absolutely.
And if you have
So a
exactly
bitch getting
older
fucked by a
children.
nigga like me.
Oh, that's exactly right.
Right.
And not only losing what he worked for, because that's one thing, but it's losing the time as well. Because if you took 15 years to amass whatever your net worth is, to lose half of that or maybe 70% of that, but then you also lost the 15 years that it took to make it.
Right.
And now you're 15 years older, you've got less energy now, you're not so, run and gun, and there's no time for you to get that back.
And she had
Let me
no
ask you
part
a
in it. That's
question.
what kills me
That's
when they
the
have no part in
thing.
you building that.
So
Yes.
say man, this ain't gonna work. You cash out all your shit and you give it to a nonprofit.
I mean, you can do that, but the problem is, here's the thing: you don't have your shit in a marriage. That's the issue, right? Because
Our
you said it's our shit.
Mm.
That is exactly right. So what you did was you gave your shit to a nonprofit, but then you also gave her shit to the nonprofit.
So she can come after
Without-
you for her half.
The judge will absolutely make you give her half. And if you don't got it, you better find a way to get it.
Oh, what if you don't find a way to get it? Did you go to jail?
Oh yeah, you can go to jail.
They got.
I want you to put the motherfucking handcuffs on me and take me to motherfucking jail.
If you
penitentiary?
violate a court's order, you can absolutely go to jail. There are tens of thousands of men sitting in jail at this moment over child support because they ain't got it. They like Tasha K. I ain't got it, but they're sitting in jail now. If they're in jail, they're not going to be able to get it. So it's kind of like a debtor's prison. It's a catch-22.
So when you leave the country,
that's what it's about.
Turn my mic up.
Is that a solution?
But they can arrest you anytime you step on
I
foot.
asked him.
Oh, I'm sorry. You know what? Jesus
They
Christ.
called him an evil
I
RZA.
mean, it's a
No, he's being honest.
Oh my God.
They say my mic is
hit
off.
him with too many questions.
Okay, stop. I know.
I didn't want to overwhelm him like that, but I'm saying like
it's an option, but it's got consequences. But it can save you a lot of money. Now the issue is you might have to leave, but then if you want to come back, it's still going to be there. The debt's going to be there. The court orders are going to be there. So if you take that route, you just got to know it's kind of like a one-way type of deal.
I'm cool with being a squatter. I don't give a fuck about the big glamorous life. God damn it, bitch. Bye, bitch.
Nah, fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch.
Oh man, this was a good show right here. Man, this is a lot to talk about. I could sit here for for days and talk about this. Getting a divorce and had to go through all the the rigmarole. I've had a divorce before, but hey, I had nothing. You know what I'm saying? I was fresh out the pen, right? And the reason I had got a divorce, well, it was a lot of reasons, but the main reason I got a divorce is because this woman, she had a child on me while I was locked up. And for some reason, the baby ended up with my name. We in Michigan, so, I don't know. She was telling me something like, she ain't had no choice. She had the name, the baby after me, my last name or whatever, because we was married. But when we got the divorce, the one stipulation I was worried about, I'm like, I want my name back from her and from this baby, because it ain't mine. I was in jail. They was telling me to calm down in the court and all that, and I'm like, no, I want to put this. Look, I ain't gonna call her all that, but I want to put this woman on Front Street. She a whore for a man who really got some money, like he mentioned, Tyrese. Like, man, and this man, I didn't watch him, lose his mind. I can see why he was losing his mind. It's like, damn. Just like Corey said, you would be destroyed. They would destroy you, especially if you got some money. Corey said something about having a mediocre marriage, and that's what I got right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not rich, balling all out the country or whatnot. I'm a simple man. I don't need no flash. I'm not a flashy guy, nothing like that. I'm not, look, I'm paying my bills, taking care of my family. That's enough for me. Just mediocre or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? But I hope y'all like the video. Y'all don't forget to go and check out the rest of this video with Corey and the lead eternity or whatnot. And y'all already know what it is.
What's
It's
up,
the
OG,
man,
triple OG,
Ghetto
OG,
Talk.
triple.
To the next video, peace.